Hi, Soul Family. How we feeling? How we doing? It's your girl, Jaya Fire. We back at it again with another soulful episode because it is the sweet tea for the soul. And today we are going to be talking about self-worth / confidence. Because I've been feeling real confident lately. I've been feeling like I've been knowing my worth lately. And I have to spill the tea to make sure you guys are up to speed. Period. This table is a little dusty. Ain't gonna lie. I'm upset about that. But it is what it is. So let's get started. I'm gonna light up the Palo Santo. I finally got the word. I finally got it. Yep. And we're gonna get the video started. Alright. Positivity, good vibes, purging out the negative energy, bringing clarity, peace, prosperity, blessings. Ashe. Period. Okay. Cool. Okay, so keep you up to speed. The last time we talked about creating change within yourself and the people that you surround yourself with and the environment. So after that, what I've been doing is working on my self-worth and confidence. And I actually realized when I started to make that change of how I surround myself with certain people and everything like that, my self-confidence went up, my vibration went up, and I feel lighter in my energy. So that should be number one, what we talked about the last video. So I'm going to incorporate the little pieces in that, but that is, And then number one is understanding your value. I was having a conversation with my boss and he was talking about his value and wouldn't take certain jobs or positions because he understands his value, what he is worth, what he brings to the table. And not only does that pertain to work, but it also pertains to your lifestyle. Like, understand that you as a high value person, you literally cannot be in certain spaces, right? You cannot occupy yourself with certain things that potentially will bring down your vibration, right? So understanding your worth, your value, what is it to you that makes you so valuable? Is it the fact that you're simply just breathing on earth? You're just enjoying life? Is it the fact that you put in work towards the things that you want in life? Is it the fact that you're resilient? Is it the fact that you just spread positivity? What makes you valuable? Ask yourself these questions and list it down, the things that make you valuable, because when somebody steps to you and try to tell you about your worth, when somebody steps to you and try to tell you about how you should be acting in certain spaces, first of all, if anybody is telling you how you should be, they're most likely a low value person, okay? Because a person of high value is going to spread that positivity and admire you and vice versa, right? So you want to be sure of how valuable you are. So when somebody steps to you, they can't step to you because you know your value. You know that you cannot be in these certain spaces. When it comes to a promotion or a job, I cannot take this because, you know what I'm saying? I'm valuable. What is your worth, your personal worth? And it's not money. It's not, a currency type of thing. It's just understanding that you are a high vibrational being and you have to keep that up, right? Because there will be people that will try to take you down, tell you about yourself, tell you don't deserve this and that and that. But if you understand your value, they can't tell you nothing. Okay, so understand your value. Okay, understand yourself, your personality, your characteristics, your interests, your hobbies, whatever it is. Understand yourself as a person. I am the way that I am because of this, that, and the third, right? I shape my day and beliefs because of this, that, and the third. This is why it's important for you to journal, with me personally, or just really taking time to reflect to yourself about yourself, right? It's not always about the outside world and the other people. It's important to take time to really self-reflect, like, where am I at in this stage of life? How do I understand myself better? How do I understand my emotions so I could regulate them, right? How do I understand how I perceive certain things so I can stay with that point of view, right? If you don't understand yourself, for example, you have a conversation with people, right? 3 people might agree with the same thing in that conversation. You may not, right? You have 2 choices. Are you going to pretend that you agree, or you're going to stay with your opinion? But if you understand yourself, you're going to stay with your opinion, even if you are the oddball. That is what I've learned, because coming out of, people pleasing, I had to realize that sometimes I'm going to have a different opinion than others. Sometimes I'm going to be the oddball, but I have to understand that's just who I am as a person, right? But if you constantly find yourself being the oddball, maybe you're not in the right spaces, the right environment, right? But that's another conversation. But yeah, understand yourself as a person. Why do you function the way that you function? Okay, so when people ask you a simple question like, what is your favorite thing to do? You know what to say, right? When you're having a job interview, they say, tell me about yourself. You know what to say, because you understand yourself as a person, right? Once you understand yourself, it makes life more easier, because you know which path to take now. You know which path is not for you and which one is for you, because you understand yourself, your characteristics, your personalities, the things that interest you, the things that don't interest you, the things that resonate with you, the things that don't, right? Understand yourself. And that's what I've been doing, is really just like also looking back on the things that I used to do as a child. Used to love dancing and everything like that. Incorporate that now. Why do I love dancing? Why do I love music? Because it's something that is healing for me, right? If I don't take the time to really spend time with myself to understand myself, I will never know myself, right? Especially if you're the type of person to surround yourself with so many distractions and people, you will never fully understand yourself, right? So, the next one is self-care. This could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Going on solo dates, exercising, meditation, eating habits. Watch what you feed your soul. And hey, we're not just talking about food. We're talking about, what are you watching on social media? What are you incorporating in your day-to-day life? It's not just what is on the outside that, has an influence on you, but what is your brain taking up on a day-to-day basis? Is it toxic stuff? Is it reality TV? Is it constant TikTok? Like, are you actually going on TikTok to educate yourself sometimes? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be on TikTok every day. Every day I be on TikTok, but it be a balance. It be spiritual stuff. It be educational stuff on there. It'd be funny videos, it'd be stupid videos, like whatever, but there's a good balance to things. So I'm not just like feeding my soul trash every single day, right? When I'm talking to friends, are we gossiping, right? Or are we talking about things that actually matter to us? Are we sharing interests? Like, what are you really taking on a day-to-day basis? What are you feeding your soul, right? Pay attention to that. Create hobbies, right? It's not just like going back to hobbies that you did as a child. You could create new hobbies. Like, you could start drawing, you could start painting, you could start poems, you could start whatever, piano, whatever it is. Create a new hobby that gets you out of your comfort zone and also gives you comfort within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-care is not only the external things like, yeah, I'm going to go get my nails done today and here. You could get all of that done and still feel like shit at the end of the day, right? What are you feeding your soul, right? What are the affirmations that you are telling yourself every day? When you look in the mirror, are you happy with the person that is looking back at you, right? That is self-care. Are you taking the time to just relax? Okay, relaxation is the most slept on self-care routine ever. Like when they tell you to relax or whatever, they downplay it like you're supposed to be working 24/7. No, you could relax, and that's self-care. You could do nothing all day, and that's self-care, right? You could meditate, go for a walk, have a talk with yourself, and that's self-care, right? But make sure that your self-care is pertaining to up here in your brain, right? In your head. Soothe it out. You don't want to overthink every single day. You want to give yourself time to just relax, right? Come up with a new skincare routine, journal, pray. But self-care to me is just really taking time to yourself. You're not worried about X, Y, and Z. You're not pertaining to other people. You're just about you. Even if it's for like 2-3 hours, you took time to yourself, right? Any moment that you get, to be honest. Surround yourself with community. Like I was saying, like if you're around people that you feel like you're the oddball 24/7, then that is not your community, right? So surround yourself with a community that has like-minded people. That could be friends, family, co-workers, a random person on the streets, book club, whatever it is, right? Just surround yourself in a community where you feel like you can express yourself truly. That gives you more confidence. Like, okay, I'm not the oddball. I'm not the one with the different opinion all the time. I'm not the one that stands out all the time. When you're around like-minded people, you bounce off of ideas. You start smiling. You start relating to people more, and you be like, hey, this is my community. This is my people, right? So that's what I've been doing, because I had an issue with not leaning on my community, right? I had an issue with thinking I could do everything and all things by myself, right? But when I started expressing myself in a like-minded community, I felt like, okay, I found my people, mainly creative people, because I am a creative being, right? Finding different ways to express myself instead of just keeping in a shell or whatever, or being like a turtle where I would come out my shell, then go back in, come out my shell and go back in. But now I'm just like fully blossoming. So that helps. Get out your comfort zone. I say this all the time. Do things that you normally won't do. Take risks. And there's like a thin line between being an oddball. I like being different, but there's a thin line between being different and just being excluded, right? You don't want to have the feeling of exclusion where you just feel like you're lonely within a community, right? But you also want to be different. But you want to be different with different people, if that makes sense. Like people that are different in their own way, but you guys connect off of being different, right? But yeah, get out your comfort zone. Get out your comfort zone and do things that you normally wouldn't do, right? It could be something so simple. Like if you are not the type to go out by yourself, get out your comfort zone and go out by yourself. If you're not the type of person to be vulnerable, get out your comfort zone and be vulnerable. If you're not the type of person to sing in front of people, go ahead and sing in front of people. Like different things will bring up that confidence within you, and it could be something so simple. It could be nerve-wracking at first, but that means it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. That is a good sign, right? So do things you normally wouldn't do. Take that risk. Send that text. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the text, but send it. Learn to take compliments. That was a big one for me. A lot of people would compliment me, and I'll just be like, yeah, you too. Da-da-da. They're like, bro, just say thank you. Like, why does that have to flip out on me? And I'm like, you're right. Like, I need to learn how to take a compliment, right? Or I would just like get shy or not fully embrace the compliment and believe them, right? Like, see what they see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would dish out compliments and people will take it, but when somebody gives me a compliment, like I just feel like nah, this don't feel right. Like, you don't have to do that. But learning to take the compliment and really embracing that compliment, right? There's one thing to say thank you, but if you don't believe in the compliment that they're giving you, what's the point, right? So really believing in the compliments, the kind gestures that people have towards you. You know, when people offer help, take it, right? And that definitely goes for me. I don't like, asking for help. I don't like taking help, right? So doing those things will just make you feel better as a person. Because what I feel like, what gave me the most confidence is embracing the love around me, the vibration of love, right? And that shows through kindness, that shows through love languages, that shows through your community, how you treat other people, how you show up in the world. So really embracing the vibration of love around me gave me the most confidence, because hey, this is a high vibration and I am a high vibrational being. It's like charging up, you know what I'm saying? It's charging me up. So learn to take them good moments, learn to take the compliments, learn to embrace those beautiful moments, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're at night, even if it's nighttime and you're just looking at the moon and the stars, even if it's, sunset and you're embracing the environment around you, even if you're just touching grass, even if you're waving to the stranger on the street, just really embracing those good moments, right? Because we are on borrowed time, so we need to embrace it. Life is not always negative. It's just our perception on things, right? I could sit here and be like, yeah, I'm having a horrible lifestyle right now because I don't have X, Y, and Z, and not really taking in that, hey, at least I have shelter. At least I'm breathing. At least I'm making some type of money. There's people that are going through stuff right now that they can't have resources to plenty of shit that you have right now. If you're able to watch me on YouTube right now, you are blessed, right? So take in those moments. Don't take it for granted. Have gratitude. Have gratitude no matter what. Change your perspective. What's that TikTok with Kevin Gates? If you know, you know. I forgot it. But it was basically talking about changing your perspective on things. And I think that's what he said. Change your perspective. Change your perspective. Not everything is negative. I even watched a TikTok the other day too, and she said that I had to realize that the world does love me. I just had to love myself first. That's so true. When I didn't understand my worth, when I had less confidence, when I didn't love myself, I believed that the world did not love me. When I actually started embracing those good moments and taking heed, like, this is my life right now, and embracing the love, I realized the world does love me. I realized the world can be kind. You know what I'm saying? It's not negative all the time. It's just your perspective, your surroundings, right? Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. I'm telling you, there's beauty in life. There's beauty in life. Okay? Cool. Open up your heart chakra, which is basically what I was, but open up your heart chakra. Be open to new experiences, people, opportunity. Don't have hidden agendas, and just be kind. Open up your heart chakra, and that could just be through simply changing your perspective or meditating on your heart chakra, but really be open to the new opportunities. Because once you start embracing a new you, once you start understanding your self-worth and confidence, and that wasn't you back then, new opportunities are going to come, right? And they're going to be good opportunities because you're changing your vibration into good things, right? So you need to learn how to embrace it. Like I said, the little things like the compliments, or if you get a new job, embrace it. If new people start coming into your life, embrace it. If you get invited into places or spaces that you haven't been invited to before, embrace it. Take those opportunities. It may be nerve-wracking because I've never been here before, I've never surrounded myself with these people before. I don't know if I'm going to fit in. But if you got that invitation and you know that these are the people that you want to surround yourself with, embrace it, right? Like I started surrounding myself with people that that actually inspire me. Let's put it that way, and they inspire me by them just being them. So I don't have to worry about nobody switching up. I like you because you are just you and you are authentic and that inspires me. Bam. Now we're cool. Now we're in the same spaces. Now we're bouncing off of ideas. Now we're probably working together. I've surrounded myself with people that inspire me and they have put me on to new opportunities. And if I was too scared or still having, what's that word again? Imposter syndrome, I would have never taken those opportunities. If I didn't understand that, okay, I'm worthy of this experience, I have enough confidence to be around these people, just like they inspire me, I probably inspire them. You know what I'm saying? So really take in those moments, because if you don't, time waits on nobody. It will go on to the next person. Trust me. All right. Another thing is stop looking for external validation. Stop looking for external validation. Nobody cares as much as you think they care, right? That's like, I get in these situations sometimes where somebody be like, yeah, you see this pimple on my face? I'm like, girl, I didn't even notice until you said something. Like, nobody's really paying attention to you as much as you think they are paying attention to you. A lot of people got their own stuff going on. I don't have time to be worried about this person, that person. If you are the type of person to be worried about the next person all the time, it is a clear indication that you are not happy with yourself. You are constantly projecting on other people. Right? Those are the people that have the low value, have the low vibration. If you're a high vibrational person, you don't have to worry about that. It's none of your business what people think about you, right? I had to learn that too, because I low-key struggled with social anxiety, or even when I came to St. Croix, a lot of St. Croix people stare. Like, the amount of stares that I get on a daily basis, you would really think something's on my face. But it's none of my business, right? They probably might stare for like, I don't know, a good 1 minute. Or, like on and off type of look back. And I don't know what it is. Probably because I'm just like a high vibrational person, or I'm like, so confident people just see that. But yeah, you have to really change your perspective on that. Because I used to be like, what the f- they looking at? But now I'm just like, they probably feel my vibration, or they probably are admiring me. Right? My things will go to the negative thought all the time with somebody looking at me. But at the end of the day, they're not going to go home and be like, oh, that girl, da-da-da. No, they're going to go home and deal with their own stuff. Right? Nobody cares as much as you think that they care. Okay? Like, everybody's in their own bubble. Nobody is perfect. So if somebody is judging you for this, that, and that, they're not perfect. You're not perfect. So why are we even bothering right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, your opinion about me it don't faze me, because at the end of the day, I understand myself. I know my value. And at the end of the day, it is not my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to do me at the end of the day, make my money, go about my business, and you should do the same, right? And if you have a hater, that means you're doing something right. Gives you more confidence, right? So it really don't matter at the end of the day. Like, stop looking for that external validation, because you looking for that is only gonna make your life harder. You don't need external validation. You need internal validation, right? From you, to understand that you are the ish without anybody else. You accomplish something, you don't need that praise. Is it nice to have? Yes. But do you need it? No. Right? So I have learned to just really go about my business. And I'm the type of person that I attract attention without even trying. I could literally be minding my business on the streets and attract any type of attention. I had to also learn that, well, it's a good and bad thing, but I had to learn how to manage it in a sense, because some attention you need boundaries with, some attention is good and you're like, okay, I embrace it, come on, let's have a conversation, right? So discerning which attention that you want and which you don't want. I'm still getting used to it. Like, I get attention all the time, still getting used to it, right? But I have to learn that attention does not validate who I am as a person. I'm not depending on that attention because I don't need it. I don't need that external validation, right? Right. So that was it, folks. That was it. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Let's get to 1,000, right? 1,000 subscribers, plenty of views, because we need to spread the positivity and the word and just really, just start spilling the tea. Period. The sweet tea. But yes, like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.